Hi folks, Ashish here for Technospot.Net, and we are going to do Dazen 1 camera review. And a lot of people have been asking me about if it very well compared to the Redmi 2S as well or the other Redmi phones. So let's forget about that and let's talk about how's the camera. So this is the camera mode. You have the video, photo and the pro mode. Three modes available. Now first thing first, the macros are really bad. You shouldn't be relying on the macro at all. And if you are looking for a camera with real good macro mode, this is the camera you need to skip. So right there you see those three dots. This gives you access to SDR, night mode and settings. And when you tap on that you get timer, brightness, touch to focus, location, auto scene detection and advanced settings. Now let me tell you, touch to take picture doesn't work really well, mostly because it doesn't focus properly. It just taps and just clicks on. It's more like point and shoot camera. So never ever use that. Always use the manual way to capture the photo. Tap on the camera button and then take the picture. So that's how you should do it. So it has got a 8 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front camera, of which the 8 megapixel camera is really bad. There are a lot of reasons for that, and I mostly blame that there is a need of software update for that. First thing is the color reproductions are not really that good. I expected it to be more natural. Color reproductions are not that good, and then the sharpness is missing in the pictures. And there is something wrong with the camera sensor. When you have lights, a lot of light, it just doesn't work out that great. And I've tried it at my studio light and it turned out to be better. So there is something wrong with the variations of light here as well. So nevertheless, we'll take a look at the picture. I'm going to show you again on a TV and I'm going to zoom a lot of them so you get a clear idea on what kind of clarity and what kind of sharpness you are actually looking at. So we'll do that in a few minutes. So what you saw at this pro mode, which allows you to control certain aspect but not really impressive right now. And then you have access to the filters mode in real time, so you can give it a try. But let's stick to the default camera app and how does it look. So now we'll switch to the TV mode where I'm going to show you the pictures on, but I've tried it and it doesn't really work out the way it should have worked. So let's switch to the TV mode. Right, so I'm going to show you the pictures right here by selecting each of them, and then I'm going to zoom it to particular part so you get a clear idea. So that's my studio light. You can see the colors are not really good, that good at least. It should have been better. So we'll move it. Alright, I'm going to zoom it first. And let me show you the sharpness part which I was talking about. So you can see though that red color doesn't get that sharpness here. There you go. So that sharpness is kind of missing in the pictures, even though they're taken from a distance. Sharpness should have been there. This is a proper night mode picture. So we're sitting at the hotel, proper light, so you can take it as night mode or low light mode, and you can see the amount of blurriness that the picture has, especially around the eyes and the eyebrows over there. So not really that good. Now let's move on to the third picture. So I have like 18 pictures here. Again, another low light, doesn't really work out that well. Let's move on. And this is the food we ate, and this is my trial of the macro. So you can see everything is blurred. There is no detail over here. So with everything blurred, no detail, the macro is really not working. I'm not sure what is the focal length of the camera, but macros work even in the normal cameras here, but they don't really work out well here. And this is again another macro, and this is a full-fledged daylight shadow with all possible colors available. So you can see they are pretty much okay. They're decent, I would say. Not very great, but they're decent. Again, the sharpness is kind of missing is what I feel. The sharpness is not there. I'm going to zoom on my sun here. So let's give it a try and we'll zoom in. So you can see I've zoomed in. You can see the edges of the bat are not actually that sharp. I mean, they're not sharp in physical, but the picture is not sharp either. And there you go. I'll move on to the next picture. This is the apartment in my area, and I'm trying to take a picture. There's a lot of light actually there, but still the pictures were not bright. There's something wrong with the algorithm. We'll skip this. Okay, this one came out better because the colors were more natural. So I'm going to zoom into the text part here. I want to show you that it was a lot better when you have a lot of light and if it's an open area. But if you have any variation in amount of light from sides, it doesn't really work out. So you can see the text part is good. Of course, the actual physical size of that text is also heavy, but taking the distance, it's good. Okay, this is a proper macro shot which I was trying to take. Proper light, a lot of light in fact. It was not direct sunlight close to the object so that it can actually go and focus. That's 400% zoom, and you can see absolutely there is no focus over there. Even for other pictures which I have taken, absolutely no focus. And this is still better because the distance was a little far and then you have a lot of space around, so you still have equal lights coming out. This came out okay, decent enough, because at least the colors of the cars and the leaves and all were still okay. Of course, it's black, but then I saw it with my eyes, so yep, I can say that the colors were still decent, but there's no sharpness. That sharpness part is kind of missing here. Again, another macro failed, heavily failed, and this is a selfie which my son took on his own. So yep, good job there. So you can see the amount of clarity is good here because there is light from the front and pretty decent details here. So front camera is still good. Took a video again in the same lane where these kids play around cricket. There you go. You can see the how the camera responds when there is a little variation in the light. Of course, every camera will do, but lights, this is the one. So folks, that was Dazen 1 camera review. It's not really a camera which I would recommend to anybody. So if you are a very huge camera fanatic, please skip this phone because there are a lot of other phones which come with decent cameras. Thanks for watching. And make sure to subscribe our channel, and if you feel uh, have any questions about the final review, please let me know in the comments. Thanks.